it kind of stinks, if I could be frank. And was like, who is this for? So I don't know what's going on over there at the VS side of things, but it has just been mayhem, okay? So much so that it has brought me back to the screen, all right? Because how could I not, all right? But yes, chillo friendos, and welcome back to my channel. I am BD. If this is your first time here, well, hey girl, you look cute. Okay, you ate that look today. I'm loving it, all right? And if you are a returning viewer, okay, a subscriber to the BD Presents channel, what? Yes, okay, it feels so good to be back on the screens. I pray y'all are doing well and that you're taking good care of yourself. And you see now what happened, newcomers, to the subscribers. See, they got a bit of an elevated enhanced greeting, you know what I mean? And I would like to give that to you. All you gotta do is just hit the little button right under the video. It's just a little subscribe button. It just lets me know that you're here, so that next time when I do the video, you hear the greeting, you're like, she's talking to me now because I'm subscribed. You know what I mean? But yes, now that we got all of that out of the way, very brief greeting, because there is so much to talk about, okay? I'm talking just collection on collection on collection, all right? And I'm ready, and I'm gonna try to stagger this, or not stagger it, but I'm going to cover as much as I can, from like going all the way up to like what I'm most excited about. So let's jump right in. First, we're gonna start out with the VS 2025 Fashion Show Fragrance Mist Collection. I believe they did something like this last year as well. And last year too, the mist were shimmer mist. Now, I'm not a fan of shimmer mist, and you would think that I would be because I love a little shadangly razzle dazzle, right? But I just can't reconcile getting the shimmer all over things. Like, I just can't reconcile that. So whenever they release collections like this, it's somewhat of a bummer, because 9 times out of 10, baby, I don't want it, okay? But I still want to smell the scents, because you never know. It might be that good that I get past it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, in this collection, there are 3 scents, and I was able to see all of them in the store, so we're going to jump right in. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is the Runway Pose Shimmer. So this one has notes of luminous vanilla and jasmine cream. It says it is a gourmand musky scent with peach, red apple, custard, fresh cyclamen. Y'all know me and the words and the pronunciation sometimes, okay? So help your sister out. The heart notes are caramelized chestnut, jasmine cream, and golden chai. And the base notes are smoky santal, vanilla bean Madagascar, and amber wood, okay? So this to me is a predominantly jasmine scent, okay? I did pick up a bit of the santal, which kind of changed it from like a traditional vanilla jasmine kind of combo, but to me it's a traditional soft jasmine scent with a hint of like some muskiness at the base, which they mention here, right? Is this something that I think is unique? No. Is it something that blew me away? No. But I did not mind it. And I think, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm biased against jasmine scents. I like jasmine, okay? So I thought this was nice, but if you're not new to this channel, you'll know that I'm not the biggest like gourmand girly, but I like floral vanillas probably more than I like a dessert true gourmand vanilla. So although they say that this is with the vanilla bean, I don't really pick that up too much. I really pick up just like a floral vanilla. I pick up the santal. I don't get any smokiness for real, and none of those top notes that were fruity. I didn't pick up any of those, but it is a predominantly jasmine soft scent with a hint of musky vanilla. The next one in this collection is the Radiant Wings. This one has glittering magnolia and creamy amber. The top notes, it's a floral gourmand. The top notes are sugar magnolia, sparkling bergamot, fresh quince or quince, salted caramel, jasmine sambac, and almond blossom are the heart notes. And the base notes are sandalwood, Madagascar, whipped cream, and creamy amber. It's interesting because when I was in the store, all you see on the packaging is two notes. It's the amber and it's the magnolia. For me though, what I get is a citrus from the bergamot is what I pick up. So it is an amber scent in like the true form, but it has a bit of a weird brightness from the bergamot. I don't think it pairs well with the amber, really. It's interesting, is what I would say. Of the two so far that we've talked about, I would give it to the first one, the jasmine vanilla scent. That is a good one. This, I don't get it, to be honest with you. Now the last one in that collection is the iconic Glam Shimmer. And this one has, it's a fruity floral. It's white nectarine and sparkling mandarin, Madagascar, and pink pepper as a top note. Iris buttercream, custard pear, jasmine, something real fancy and French. I'll put it on the screen, you know. And then the base note is whipped black rice milk, creamy cashmere woods, and brown sugar cane. Now, of the three, to me, this is the best one. It is very fruity, but again, in a citrusy kind of way. There's mandarin and nectarine. To me, this kicked up champagne toast without the fizziness. Because I think I like champagne toast, but I don't like the fizzy note at all. It ruins the vibe. It smells like flat soda to me. But this is the essence of that kind of bright, bubbly scent without that fizzy element. It is very nice, very rich. I would say Iconic Glam is the most interesting of the three. None of the scents or anything that if they didn't have shimmer, I would want them. I think this collection is okay, you know? Now we'll move on to the next shimmer collection. Yes, and now it's like, are these the flankers for a holiday? Because if they are, and y'all know normally I do a separate dedicated video for the flankers sometimes, at least in the fall. But this one, it's a shimmer collection, so it's already a chop a little bit, but we're gonna talk about it, okay? First, we're gonna talk about Pure Seduction Joy, okay? Pure Seduction Joy has notes of sparkling sugar and lush plum. There will probably be additional notes once the product is on the website, but it's not currently, at least at the time of filming. It might be by the time you see the video, and if so, I will definitely put the notes in the description box or in a comment, right? But for now, I'm looking at the packaging and it says sparkling sugar and lush plum. I really enjoyed this one down, okay? This is one of 2 sugar plum scents from VS this year, okay? This one is amazing. It's a very nice juicy plum scent, very sweet, but it has a bit of the DNA of Pure Seduction, which I would say out of all of the scents that I smelled from this collection, this Joy one, this is the only scent that I feel had the DNA of the original. Well, maybe there could be a possible, but for now it's there. It's very slight and it's almost at the base of it. The first initial notes and whiffs of scent you get is of that plum, super sweet, very festive. I enjoyed this one a lot, but it's a shimmer, so you know I had to just enjoy and leave it there, okay? The next one that we're going to talk about is Velvet Petals Joy. Now, I love most of the flankers per season for Velvet Petals because I like Velvet Petals anyway, and I really enjoy the flankers. Most of the time, I feel like that is the one that you can count on to be great. Now, there have been some misses, okay? But most of the time for the flankers, the seasonal ones, Velvet Petals is gonna deliver, and this year was no different. This one is Glowing Orchid and Blackberry Nectar. For me, this was a very nice berry scent. I'm a big berry scent person throughout the year, but especially in fall and in winter. And this one really scratched the itch that fall left, because there were no really true berry scents to me in body care for fall. But this one is iconic. It smells very good. It does smell nice, rich, plump blackberries, okay, with just a hint of floral from the orchid. I like orchid as a scent note, as a floral note, because it does have the tendency to not only be sweet, sometimes it can lean itself to be a little citrusy. I would give it that in this combination. The orchid is leaning sweet, a little citrusy. It's really enhancing that blackberry scent. I didn't get a petally floral at all from this. It was very much leaning toward other notes. So it was very good, one of my favorites. But again, it's a shimmer. Now, one thing I haven't mentioned so far, the packaging for the fashion show collection, it's a clear bottle and you see the color of the mist through the bottle packaging, so it's not really much to say there. But for this packaging, although it is very simple, like they didn't do a whole lot, I like anything that's like mirrored or like holographic and like foiled. I'm a fan. The easy way to sell me. Okay, so while this packaging isn't like wowing me, it's still pretty. I think it's nice. It's very simple though, and like bare bones. I don't know what's going on this year with the packaging. Don't ask me. I don't know. But I still like it, but it's not their best. Now we will move on to Bare Vanilla Joy, okay? It's a beautiful packaging as well. The notes are gleaming vanilla and joyful jasmine. You'll be like, hey, I just heard of a scent that had vanilla and jasmine. You sure did. But which one is better, okay? That's where I come in, okay? I sprayed this on the card, and at first all I got was alcohol, so I was just like, well, where's the scent? So I set it to the side, and I picked it back up maybe a couple minutes later. There is something very off-putting about this one, okay? I don't pick up any jasmine for one. And whatever the vanilla that they use, it kind of stinks, if I could be frank. I don't know. This one did not smell good to me at all. It did not smell much like vanilla to me at all. I don't know what it was, but it is it's not pleasant. Yeah, Runway Pose is gonna be the one of the two. If you're like, oh, I really like jasmine and vanilla, go with the Runway Pose. I don't know what it was, and maybe it was just the one that I picked up wasn't great. I'm not sure, but I couldn't really tell the essence of what it was supposed to be, other than stinky, okay? Now, the last one is Love Spell Joy. Now, they did not have an available like mist tester, and I was curious, so I went ahead and bought that one, but I only bought it in the lotion because actually I don't think they had the mist available at all at my store. So I was like, I'll just buy the lotion. That is what we have here. And the notes are lustrous raspberry and gilded amber. Now there was a gilded collection, I think, one time for holiday. They've played around with like this kind of concept before. We'll get to my final thoughts in a minute. But first, let's see. Now, I don't know if any of the lotions actually have shimmer in them. It does. It does, it does, it does, it does. I don't know if y'all will be able to see it, but it's a gold shimmer. Very faint original Love Spell DNA, very faint. What is super heavy here is the combination. I don't think it's the amber. I don't smell any raspberry. There's some other notes, like I said, on the packaging. It only gives you 2. And I don't know what the rest are yet because they're not on the website, but there's something else here that just makes it smell like hairspray and like very cheap perfume. This is bad. This is not good at all. I don't enjoy the way that smells. It smells like hairspray. I think that 2 out of 4 is not bad. I like Pure Seduction and I like the Velvet Petals, but I'm not into shimmer, so this again is a chop. But that appears to be the holiday flankers for the core scents for VS. So you know, whatever I describe or talk about, be sure to check them out for yourself if you want. But I'm going to try to be as honest as possible because I don't want nobody spending money on something that they're not going to enjoy. Okay? Start to talk about things I'm actually like, yes, you know what I mean? These are great. We're going to be on the pink side of things, right? So the first thing we're going to talk about is the Sugar Bar collection, which is a line of hair and body mist. Now they did a similar release earlier in the year around like the end of summer, heading into fall, and there were 3 scents. I believe I did a video about those, but they're back. And these seem to me like they could have went with that collection, but we got them now, so we're going to talk about them. Pink candy, okay? Pink candy is pink sprinkles and cotton candy. All right, to me, this smells just like watermelon candy. Now, I am obsessed with all things watermelon, so I thought this was great. And it was really nice. I really liked it. I would compare it, if I had to maybe pink watermelon burst, if I had to make a comparison. I don't think they're super similar, because I think this one is sweeter and more candy leaning than even watermelon leaning. But I like it. The next one in the list was cherry cola. This one is a cherry syrup spiked fizzy cola. Very photorealistic, okay? But do you want to smell like a Pepsi? That's a question that you can only answer. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I enjoy a very nice, cold, crisp cherry cola beverage. But would I want that on my skin and hair? I don't know, because it very much gives exactly what it says, okay? True cherry, but the cola is there. So that one was like, who is this for? If it's for you, sis, safest of spaces, I love it for you. But I was just kind of like, you know what I mean? And then the last one in the collection is salty caramel. Now, I'm, again, not that much of a gourmand girl, but I can appreciate a good one. And this is so good. It's rich, it's buttery, it smells exactly like what it says, like all of these. It is a sweet and salty caramel sundae scent. I don't get much sundae in terms of like a ice cream element. I do get a rich, smooth, silky caramel. I think this would pair well with the Fenty Beauty caramel body butter that's out. I think if you're looking for a match, that's the one for you. Know that this is not gonna spray or last or have the same kind of performance that their regular mists do, because this is for your hair and your body. They want you to use this as a like freshen up type of moment. So it has different properties. One of them is that it doesn't have alcohol. So it's not, and you wouldn't want to put that in your hair. So it's gonna have different properties for those purposes, right? So keep that in mind when you're thinking about longevity and things like that. It's totally different. It's not for that purpose. But I think they were all cool. I think the salty caramel is the only one that seasonally makes sense. But again, very cool, very fun. Now, the next thing we're going to get into, which is not on the website, are the flankers for the VS Pink Core line. Okay, that's cool and bright, that's fresh and clean, that's vanilla and dream, and that's warm and cozy. But this is the Creme line, all right? Now, real VS scent people know. You can't just say Creme and just walk away and act like, you know, oh, whatever. Like, that triggers us, because there was the La Creme flankers on the VS side for fall. I think that was 2021 or 2020, which they've never topped that. It was just the best of the best. So when I saw this, I was like, you know, skeptical. Like, I don't want to get my hopes up, because I do every single year when they bring out their flankers for fall that they might get like the brulee. This year I was like, maybe, but not. First, we're going to talk about Miss Fresh and Clean. Okay, her notes are lemon meringue, marshmallow fluff, vanilla snow. All 4 of these scents have a vanilla element in some form. This one has vanilla snow. I don't know what that is, okay? I couldn't tell you. I know what marshmallow fluff is. Okay, I know what lemon meringue is. Vanilla snow, unfamiliar with that one. But we move, okay? This scent did not embody like actual Fresh and Clean. Not the original scent. I'm just talking about what you think when you hear Fresh and Clean. This gave the opposite of that. It smelled like a sour yogurt, a lemony yogurt. And I just don't think that I like marshmallow being in the midst of that, because I like marshmallow. I'm a gourmand girl to the degree that if you're gonna gourmand me out, go ahead and give me marshmallow, because it's airy, it's sweet, it's light, it's creamy, but it's not vanilla. So I love marshmallow, so I was excited about this. But it shouldn't be with these two. These two are troublemakers, and I don't know how marshmallow got in the mix with a bad crowd. But it shouldn't be there. I think if they wanted to do this, they could have added a bakery note, like a crumble, like a graham cracker or something like that. But as it stands, it's a no for me, okay? Because it smells like lemon yogurt. We move on to Cool and Bright. Cool and Bright, the original, is one of my favorites. It's so fresh, oddly enough. It's not named Fresh and Clean, but it is, to me, very fresh and clean and crisp and bright. So I had high hopes for this one as well. The notes are pink sprinkles, sugared musk, and vanilla icing. I know what all those things are, okay? They're kind of pushing it with the sugared musk, but I get where they're going. This absolutely smells like pink sprinkles. Now, the other scent that I was talking about from VS, the hair and body mist, Pink Candy, that says pink sprinkles, but don't think pink sprinkles. This is that if you're making a cookie, if you're making a cake, and you have to buy that little jar of pink sprinkles, and you know how it smells like confectionery sugar, that is exactly this, but with that sprinkle element. There is a little bit of a sugared musk note here, and the vanilla makes this a little rich, but predominantly what I get is just a sprinkle scent, which is fun and nice. It's not really Cool and Bright when I think about Cool and Bright and what that might smell like. This gives playful and fun, but I like it. It definitely passes the test for like seasonal, winter, playful, but did it blow my socks off? No. But if we want to talk about what did, now I don't know how warm and cozy ended up with these notes, but here we are. Strawberries and cream, coconut milk, and frothy vanilla. This is probably one of the best scents of the year from VS, this warm and cozy creme, because this is your true strawberries and cream scent. So let's scent test it out. Now, you know that the mist suck, okay? And it does say fancy, fluffy, yummy, silky sweet coconut and cream, and a bit of berry on the back here. Oh, actually, it do spit out you a little bit, but not as much as it typically would. So good, okay? You see the strawberry, you see the coconut milk, you see the vanilla here, okay? I love this, all right? They just so yummy vanilla strawberry ice cream. And vanilla, oh, now there's more vanilla here in the lotion than in the mist. The lotion is vanilla forward, but the mist is not. The mist is strawberry forward, but I love it. I'm excited. Now you're thinking, hey BD, there's one more scent that you didn't get to. And you're right, okay? Vanilla and Dreamy. They did not have an available flanker for your girl to test, okay? And the lotions were the only thing available, and they were not open, all right? But the notes for her are dulce de leche, toffee crumbles, and vanilla cake. That sounds amazing. Truly, honestly, that sounds very good, but I truly don't know. I just wanted to tell you what the notes are. I'm very sorry, okay? But I hope it smells great. And if I can get to it, I will put an update on my page under the community tab so you can check it out there, okay? But those are the 4 scents of the flankers for holiday, the cream or creme collection. We have a few more things to talk about. We are back actually on the VS side right now for their additional holiday seasonal collection. Let's start with the Frosted Vanilla Fantasy. It has a bunch of different notes. It is a fruity amber scent. That doesn't seem right, but that's what they're categorizing it as. It says ambery and addictive. It is sugared snowflakes dipped in holiday glamour. Top notes: glazed raspberry blossom, frosted vanilla, with a heart note of milk accord and a base of shimmering amber. Now, Of all of the amber and vanilla scents that I've talked about tonight, I'm gonna have to give it to this one. This one smells like a nice sweet vanilla that is still floral, not all the way gourmand. But the problem that I have is that the amber matures it in a bit of a way that I don't know is super palatable for me. Like, I like it, but I think together the amber really just, I don't want to say ages it, but a little bit. This is not a vanilla that I feel like I've smelled before, so I think it's unique in the sense that I can't compare it to anything that I've smelled from them, but I don't know that I love the pairing because of the amber. The vanilla by itself, because they used frosted vanilla and there's a bit of a milkiness to it. It could even be that the milkiness is not really translating well with that amber. And between this one and the citrusy amber, I'm gonna give it to this one again. Yeah. So for the vanilla girls, I think you would like it, but be prepared that it's not a gourmand at all. Okay? In the traditional sense of vanilla gourmand. It isn't. It's a floral one, and the amber is taking it up a notch, and maybe not in the best possible way. The next one that we're going to talk about is Cherry Bonbon Bliss. Okay, this one says it is a fruity scent where it's sugared and delicious, where elegance meets candy-coated indulgence. Okay, this one has notes of winterberry, sugar cherry, and pink moscato. All I get is cherry, and it's somewhat similar to Cherry Desire from the collection in the fall. But where that one was like pure maraschino cherry, this one isn't as syrupy, but it is just an average run-of-the-mill cherry scent. And there have been so many of them. There was even like their own cherry collection, which I did a video for. I'll link the video below, but this is the thumbnail. So this one seems a little lazy, but if you love cherry and you're just collecting them all, then definitely go for it, okay? But for me, it's a no for me. Now, for what I did enjoy. Candied Berry Wonderland herself. She's robed in a delicious berry colored purple, pink color, copper bows, which is very pretty, and the writing's in copper too. I love it, okay? The notes for Miss Candied Berry. Well, she probably has a lot of notes, so let's go to the site. A fruity musky scent. Lush and sweet with sweet nothings wrapped in an enchanting daydream. The top notes are jeweled pomegranate, snowy cranberry, glistening camellia is the heart note, and prismatic musk is at the base. Again, what I feel like I was missing for fall are the berry scents. Give me the berry scents, okay? Because that to me is just very like girly. I love a berry scent when the temperature change. I do. So I was excited about this scent refresher. And that spray out is great. Great payout on the spray out, okay? Yes, finally. Okay, finally something great. Think winter spice cranberry Sprite. Think that. Think the pomegranate. I think there's a pomegranate in Canada Dry. Think that. If there is a musk, it's very light and it does elevate it from just being the baseline basic fruity scent, right? But overall, for my berry girls, this is the one we've been waiting for. It is a little reminiscent of the pink pomegranate scent that they had a couple of years ago. Glistening camellias, they don't have a scent typically, I guess, unless you're thinking of like Japanese ones. And you know, I'm probably saying it camellia wrong, but but this is perfect. This is perfect. This is perfect. I didn't get my beloved pink velvet cupcake this year. This does not replace it at all, but it gives me what I need in terms of a berry scent. It's pomegranate forward. Think fizzy, winter spice cranberry Sprite, pomegranate Canada Dry. What those taste like, just deliciousness. This smells amazing. I love this. Last from the collection is this whipped marshmallow dream. Okay, this packaging is gorgeous. It's a rich blue with purple bows all around, and the notes and what it says. It says this is a floral gourmand, fluffy and delightful, like floating on a creamy cashmere cloud. All right. The top notes are apple blossom, red berries. The base notes are creamy woods and marshmallow musk, and the middle note is jasmine petals. Now this one has been controversial because, again, marshmallow, this is the second scent now with marshmallow from VS. You're leading with the marshmallow, it's in the title, the expectations are gonna be high. Mine's were going into it, I was seeing the reviews, I was so scared, I was like, I don't know. But baby, this is so good. Now I think what's throwing people off is that it's woody, right? It is a woody. The cashmere woods is very soft. Think the way the woodiness appears in Twilight Woods. Think of that, but with marshmallow replacing those other notes. So this is a soft whipped scent, a marshmallow airy sweet scent, but it has a bit of a woody element to it. So that's gonna put people off in the same way that I think the Valentino kind of put people off, because it is a little musky, right? But it is marshmallow. It dries down that way. This does too. Spray a little on my arm. I absolutely love it. This feels like cool, crisp winter cashmere sweater with a hint of a sweet element of fluffy, fresh marshmallow. I love this, okay? But it isn't gourmand in the way that you might think. It is floral, but it's polished, okay? So yes, would I have preferred for this to be just super sweet? Sure, but we don't have it. I love it. So that's that one. Now folks, if you made it to the end of this video, I know what you're thinking. You might be thinking nothing at all. Like, great, that was a lot that you covered. Like, wow, okay? What else could there possibly be? There are 3 other collections that we have to talk about, including the collection that has this in it, okay? And I'm excited to talk about all of it, but just let me have a change of clothes, y'all. I feel like I've been here for 17 days, all right, talking about all these things, which is very exciting. I'm happy to see new things, exciting things. It's fun, and I'm happy to be back and talking to y'all about them, but we're gonna hold it for another video. So if you wanna see that video, be sure to stick around, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post noties, okay? And if you enjoy content like this, please give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know, it helps the channel. And feel free to subscribe. I would love to have you, okay? Because we have a lot to talk about, all right? So thank you so much for watching. God bless you, and I will see you in my next one, which will be soon. So I'll see you soon. Bye.